Hello, music.
What is up, everybody? Are you Hialeah-holics? Hialeah is 90. Fins up. It's Tua time, everybody. What is up? How about them fins?
Fins up.
Fins up. What do you think about those Dolphins?
I'll tell you what I think about them. I think any team could get hot and go to the playoffs, and the Dolphins are on that path. Tua looks like a veteran of 30 years. He looks like he's better than Marino and Greasy put together. What do you think, Hialeah?
That's what I'm talking about, Steve. Steve, I'm saying, I'm not saying they're Super Bowl yet, but you know what? I think right now, if the season were to start now, they'd be in the playoffs. Hey, and anything can happen in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. I just want to really say he's playing with poise. He's hitting he's got touch, and the team's following him, man. Tua time, baby. Fins up.
Fins up. Did you see that throw to win the game? Oh my God.
Oh, dude. Tua is 90.
Tua is 90. Fins up.
Fins up, baby. I just want to say it's nice, man, because my whole life, man, I have nothing to cheer about. They've been pretty much mediocre. I got hope.
8-8. Anything can happen in the playoffs.
Anything can happen in the playoffs.
You get hot in the playoffs. You saw what happened with the Giants. They went all the way. I'm feeling the same thing about the Dolphins with Tua. That defense, it's got practice squad players, and these guys can get wins. They're doing it.
It's what I'm saying, people. And without, we've been talking enough about Tua because it's Tua time. Let me bring in our guest, our members of the panel, our distinguished members of the panel. D.
What's up?
Hey, Grimo.
Go Lions.
What's happening?
Go Lions.
Not laced.
No, I can't hear again.
He just left.
Hialeah, get the hell out of here with that bullshit. You're gonna do all that nonsense.
Man, I can't hear. I gotta go to the.
First of all,
chat,
I'm backing that over here. I had never said we were going to the playoffs. I had never said we we're going on a run and going to the Super Bowl. I just said I was excited to see Tua. And you, mister, don't get on the Tua bandwagon now because you can say whatever the hell you want, but that guy came out and showed out on Sunday, brother. He went toe-to-toe with Kyler Murray, one of the best in the league, and that offense is one of the best in the league, and they got a dub, baby. So say whatever the hell you want because your Raiders don't even look that good. So Hialeah hate bro is in full. Let me be clear. Hialeah hate bro is in full effect, and we all know this because the 90 holics in the chat will agree with them that YouTube is 90.
What does Unruly say down there?
Yeah, mute that.
Bro, whatever. Bro, why you hate on me like that, bro? That's crazy, man. I can't believe that, bro. Get out of here, bro. You know what, bro? You're Raiders.
Now,
I can't hear you.
Raiders and the Dolphins are fighting for a playoff spot. They're both 5-3, and I believe the Dolphins go out and play the Raiders, I think, in either week 16 or 17. So that might decide a playoff berth.
Hey, I'm going to say this, Hialeah. Your Raiders the last few years have been in the playoff contention and a team that could go to the Super Bowl and haven't done shit.
They're
get the hell out of here, bro. I can't believe you started the show with hate on me like that, man. For sure. I know where our friendship lies, brother. So,
Tua,
yeah, bro, I'm excited for Tua time, but damn, man, I feel the love, bro. I feel the love, more like the hate. But once again, we're talking about Hialeah comic, bro. That's a Las Vegas Raiders fan. He doesn't even support his own local team. So, hey, is what it is.
It is what it is.
Hialeah hate, bro. You got to change your subscription or your channel to that, brother.
I need to change the emblem. I should just put the Raider emblem. Man, Steve, guys, Steve's been having some technical issues. I'm gonna bring him in right now. Hopefully he's back. How's it going?
We can hear you. That's it.
Nobody else is talking.
Nobody else is talking. You can't hear shit.
Hello.
It's just coming and going. Hey, I'm just gonna do my picks from the chat. All right.
No, man.
Steve often says, "What? What? What?"
I had to run to the chat so I could hear 90 go off on that start.
On that tangent.
Bro, this guy started the tangent. Like when someone throws shots at you, what the hell are you supposed to do, bro? The shots effing fired, bro.
Hey, if someone get throws a little shade at my
All I
line,
know is I thought I was wanted on
there
the
you
show,
go.
not to be like kicked off the show. Like Jesus
Bro,
Christ.
Me and Steve have been talking about it all day long, bro. We're gonna start the show doing our best 90 impressions.
And now I see why you wanted me on the show so bad. Like I had things to do, and I was like, "Yo, I can't do the show." And he's like, "No, bro, just 15 minutes." Oh, I just want to throw hate on you, bro. Like, damn, bro. I'm gonna invite Hialeah on my show next time and just hate on him. Shit.
Hey, dude, we do it because we love you. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, they didn't get beat 38-3 like my team did. What are you talking about?
Hialeah was like, "Hey, are you sure you don't want to just do your picks right quick?" And
Yeah. Are you sure? Real quick. That's exactly what he told me. Reno was in the
you
chat.
sit around for a minute,
You know?
Get some of that.
Bro, this guy, bro. Get
Hey.
the hell out of here.
Hey, not for nothing. I just want to throw out one stat from yesterday. Dude, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers set the record for least rushes in a game. They ran the ball 5 times.
And one,
That's never been done.
hey,
Wow.
one was a kneel down to run out the clock.
Wow, dude. What happened, Steve?
Wasn't ready. I blame that on the coaches.
Yeah.
That coach is garbage, man.
You know what?
He's up there like, what's happening? I don't know anything. We try to throw to somebody that's covered named Antonio Brown every down. That's what happens.
Okay, but hold on. Is that on the coaches or on Tom Brady? Because, I mean,
He knows what he's
Tom
gonna do.
Brady's going to – ultimately, they're giving Tom Brady the keys to the offense, right? That's definitely not – Bruce Arians telling, hey, yo, look for AB. You know? I think what happened there is
all he wanted to do was show that was a good pickup, and it showed opposite.
Yeah, but you got to run the ball. Even the Lions ran the ball.
Yeah, they didn't get times.
At least,
But when you can't run the ball when you're 97-0.
yeah.
We don't run it very
You
far,
got-
but we do run it.
Yeah, we run it, right? We a lot of screen passes, right?
Yeah, dude. Screen passes work, dude.
But I mean, I don't know if I question the offensive court, like, because I truly believe with someone like Tom Brady on the field, that guy runs the offense.
Yeah.
He runs the offense. So if you guys are going to blame coaching on that, I think you're looking at the
The
wrong
head
coach.
coach.
You got to blame
You
the
don't fire
field
nobody
coach.
up or nothing.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you why I blame the coach because I feel the same as Steve. I used to like Bruce Arians, but I think he's taking a step back to the Brady aura,
Yeah.
and he just doesn't seem like he's doing. He's like taking a step back.
Hey, wait, and hold on. You know who's taking step forwards?
Who?
Brian Flores, brother, with Tua
Brian-
time. Look at it. He gave his young quarterback that first game and slowly eased him into it. And then he was like, you know what, man? Big time game against the Showtime Kyler Murray in Arizona. And he showed out, brother. So get the hell out of here with that nonsense.
Super Bowl.
I don't know about Super Bowl, but hey, the
And they
future.
said they're still auditioning him. So
No, the future's bright, man. The future's bright. And if you look at why they say it's not a reason why, but we have Houston's pick. So why not see what he can do? Because if not, we could be in the runnings for another quarterback.
Exactly.
So I think that also shows you got a smart head coach on your hands there, and he's taking strides forward. But I don't know if Bruce Arians taking a step back. I just think
He has, dude.
okay, but look about the first 3 games that they came out there, and it looked like he was trying to run his offense through Tom Brady, and it looked terrible, right? And then all of a sudden, they let Tom Brady start doing his thing. They started to look better. Now,
put the blame on Leftwich then, because he's calling bad plays.
That's true. It might not be Arians, but ultimately,
Bro, if you guys truly believe that Tom Brady's not out there calling his own stuff, y'all are
But that's
crazy.
fine, but he's throwing the ball too much. You got to at least run sometimes.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but don't place the blame on them. That's got to be on Tom.
It is them, dude. It is them, dude.
Even if he's driving the car, right? Say
It is them.
at all times he's got five or six plays he can do at any time, every down, right?
Dude,
2 or 3 of them got to be runs.
Dude, at the end of the day, grow a pair of balls and tell Tom Brady, hey, bro, you need to run it.
Yeah.
Hey,
You need to run it, dude.
the coaches do one thing, then the players have to execute.
Exactly. Or you know what? Maybe Antonio Brown already got in there and fucked the whole shit up.
Okay, what you gonna say
That
about
is
that
true.
defense?
That is
He hasn't
true.
even been there
Let's talk
48
about the
hours.
defense. Tom
Yeah, but that was
Brady didn't give up 38 points.
Yeah, but the defense the defense has been pretty solid up until that point, though. Your defense, has been pretty
Tampa's
good.
defense has been solid.
Yeah, that was like, and with any team that has a good defense, your defense is going to give up one eventually.
Now, I don't care. I watch them every week. Y'all don't get to see every single. I see every game, every minute. Them two guys, they're going to get exposed. Dean Bunting. They'll throw to them guys every ball. They're terrible.
I can't even hear who
I'm
he
hoping
said.
for injuries. I'm wishing one of them.
Oh, we're losing everybody.
Everybody's dropping. Everybody's dropping. Who are you talking about, Steve?
Yeah, who are you talking about?
The two defensive backs for a touchdown. He's covering the guy in front of him. He goes right in the end zone. He's looking around like, oh, I thought someone else had him. No, the guy lighting up in front of you might be your guy. I'm not sure. I mean,
No, I mean,
3 times watch the whole game. You see Levante David going, where? I'm out.
Sorry about that. I got kicked off from a FaceTime call.
Oh, it's all right.
no, I mean,
So you think that it's just Arians just kind of like losing control of the ship? Like he's just not
Dude,
too cool.
He's all great when Brady wins, but when he loses, oh man, it's his fault.
Yeah.
I guess Brady's the coach. I guess he runs the whole team.
no, I mean, he don't run the whole team, but he runs that offense.
okay, look, dude, Belichick would never be allowing that, okay?
No.
Belichick would not be allowing that, dude.
No.
Yeah, but they also had
But I'm
they
saying
threw
that
up
was-
stinker
that was
games.
how
Of course they
They
did.
threw
they
stinker
barely-
games as well. Like you can't think that Tom Brady didn't go out and always throw for
Good.
Dude, you ran it 5 times.
Okay, I'm not
Gotta run the ball.
debating that.
You
I'm
got
just
3
saying.
hogs out there. I mean, even if they're not like the best running backs, they got 3 guys that are capable of running the ball.
Damn, Steve. They knocked out Steve's audio. No, but it's gonna
You see that,
happen.
Steve?
Tampa Bay.
They
Got
won
off-
3 playoff games in a row, and supposed to be Super Bowl and ain't made it. Oh, that and Saints, yeah, they knocked my audio out.
I mean,
Steve, what do you think?
I think they were 6-2 going into it. They're 6-3 now. It's not like they are
exactly.
the Lions.
I'm not saying they're dead. I'm not saying they're dead in the water. I'm not saying that.
Hey, on any given day, somebody can lay an egg. And you know what? I just think they laid an egg right there. And Brady, for one, is going to be up everybody's backside for the next week. And they're going to be fired up for next week. If I were betting, I don't know who they're playing, I would take Tampa Bay.
They're playing the Panthers, Carolina.
Oh,
I would take them, and I would and the points, whatever.
So just from me watching what I saw last night, it seems like they were trying to get everybody involved. And they were trying to force it to AB. They were trying to make Evans happy. They wanted, you know what I mean? They wanted Godwin to be, okay with playing with his broken finger. Like, they just kind of had too many people out there. And I think it was too much for him to kind of, I know it sounds crazy, but it was too much for him to kind of focus in on the game plan. You know what I mean? Like, he was just trying to get the ball to everybody. He was just firing the ball up.
And when you play like that, that's not winning football, dude. You got to play to the guy that the ball is meant to – that the play goes to. Not, oh, I got to get him another pass because I got to this guy. You know what I'm saying? You got to direct. The play has to direct where you're going to throw the ball.
Like there was one play where he threw it to Gronkowski, and Gronkowski kind of stretched out to try and get it, and he missed it. But AB was running right next to him, wide open down the middle of the field, and there wasn't a safety, there wasn't nobody on him, and it wasn't even in his direction, you know. And
Yeah, it was just out of. I want to say it was like 23.
You got to do something. Like, I mean, you got a bunch of weapons out there. If you lose this, I'll put it to you like this: if they don't make it to the playoffs or go far, they're gonna fire Aaron.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
There's no excuse for him to have all of those players on that team and everything they're allowing, and he can't put it together.
Yeah,
It's gonna be Todd Bowles. He's gonna be the head coach, and then they're just gonna go and they're gonna get rid of Leftwich, and they're gonna get somebody who can make Tom Brady, run the offense.
Or do you go
if
get
it means my job, I don't care who you are, bro. Like,
let me ask you this though.
That's how Belichick was.
Instead of giving that head coaching job to
fire, not you.
Instead of giving that coaching job to Todd Bowles, why don't you give it to the OC in Kansas City? Whatever his name. That guy is freaking good, man. Yeah. And they say he's the one of the biggest keys, with Mahomes. And I'll tell you this, I forgot who I was listening to earlier today, but if I'm Mahomes, I almost think this year's make or break with him because next year's going to be a different, next year is going to be a different, voice in his headset where that guy, really makes a difference because he's not going to be their OC next year. And that may drop Mahomes. I mean, not his level of play, but, he may not be as good as he is now, but he's MVP in my book at the moment, if we were to call that, So.
What's that, Primo?
Jury duty.
Oh, that of course. Very duty.
Yeah, Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, Bieniemy. Yeah, he could definitely. He might be, bro. That was,
They said they wanted him to coach. What do you call it? Houston.
Oh
yeah, I knew a couple teams were looking at him last year, and I'm surprised he didn't already have a job, head coach job, because that guy is good. I remember him way back in Colorado.
Yeah, he's got a good.
Josh Allen's not MVP of the league, bro. Get out of here with that. Get out of here. Sorry, Remo, but Josh Allen is not okay. Has he made strides and gotten better? Without a doubt, but MVP of the league.
They just don't have a slash.
No, you know what's wrong with Josh? You know what's wrong with Josh Allen? He's playing in the same division as Tua.
No, that's not what's wrong with him. But also, too, don't forget they went out and got playmakers to put around him. Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley, and those guys are veterans that definitely think better.
I can't hear 90. Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
I can hear you, Remo.
Yeah, Hialeah wish he couldn't hear me, but he has control, so he could control that.
Hold on a second.
No, but I think what helped, Josh Allen is they went and put a team around him. Think about if freaking Ben Roethlisberger had Diggs and Beasley. That would definitely make him better. Or even,
Hold on.
So
he can't do it by himself. But you know what, Josh Allen, I am very impressed. I've been impressed with Josh Allen since last year.
Now
I like him.
Now, should he get some credit in the strides that he has taken and all that? Without a doubt, he is. They've done a great job with him, and I have seen him.
Dude, that guy's a tank as a quarterback, bro.
And trust me, he looked terrible last year. I watched him being in the same division, but he's made strides for sure. But MVP of the league, I don't know about that, Vic. I don't know about that. I still think
everybody thought he was a bust, and this year he's finally coming around.
He's really good, dude. I liked him last year. I
can't hear crap, man.
They lost to Houston in the playoffs.
His biggest problem was turning over the ball and holding on to it, the fumbles, and he's done. They I don't know how you coach that to be better, but they did. They've been able to coach him to be better with the ball, which is great. So
who is that you guys are talking about?
That would be a downgrade for Big Ben. Big Ben has nobody over there, bro. I can't even name a freaking.
What are you talking about? He's stacked.
Yeah,
dude, he's got all kinds of.
Juju. Okay, Juju for sure.
You got Juju. You got Deontay Johnson. He's got freaking Chase Claypool. He's got
Okay.
Turner, dude.
Okay, but those are all guys that, for instance, Steelers way. What did they go and do they went and drafted all those guys. Big Ben, in a sense, has made those guys. If you look at what Josh Allen had last year in his receiving core to what he has now, he didn't have somebody like Stephon Diggs, bro. Like that's a true number one that he can like go to.
Oh, that was a good.
So-
That was a good thing, but they tried to build their defense. They weren't getting all kinds of weapons on.
What's up, legends in the house?
Okay, guys, are we gonna get to our tight ends? Does everybody have their list? Nat, do you want to give us yours real quick, or?
I mean, I can, I'll just I'll try to do it as long as I can, and when I go, I'll just like knock them off.
All right, I'm gonna say mine real quick. I got my number 5. I'll get it started. Is Jason Witten. My number 5 tight end. The guy is just a consummate professional, class. He blocks all around tight end, dude. He's up there in the yardage as far as tight ends goes. He barely misses games. The guy, to me, I would love that guy on my team. And actually, he is a Raider this year, so I am happy he is on my team, even though he's.
Oh, sorry.
But I am a homer in this list. You're gonna just stick around. There's more homers.
Oh, I know at least another one, probably two.
There's 2 more. But I'm putting Winston in for his Dallas, man. That guy was a rock for Dallas, man. That's my number 5. Anybody else have him?
Who?
Nobody else has Witten. Okay.
He's probably not even my favorite Dallas Cowboy tight end.
Oh, bro, definitely.
I'll say one thing about Witten. He always looked like he was running in slow motion
Yes.
and just makes plays.
He caught everything, dude.
Yeah.
He caught everything. I put him on just because I like his all-around game, man. I think he was solid. But there's my number 4 and my number 5 are really interchangeable. I could have put somebody else in easily instead of Witten, but I decided
I rotated a bunch of these guys.
Yeah, I decided to stay with Witten. So D, who's your number 5?
Number 5, the catch, Dwight Clark. Went way back. That was the first tight end I really remember seeing, and I was like, this guy actually caught the ball. He's not just blocking. And to me, that was amazing. I mean, that play just really changed San Francisco.
Yeah.
So I went with Dwight Clark.
That's a nice, and then I think he moved to wide receiver later, right?
I only remember him at tight end. He may have. I'm not saying he didn't, but I remember him at tight end. Like that his early years anyway.
He started the dynasty.
Started the dynasty. Anybody have Dwight Clark?
I doubt that.
All right, now
I got a picture for a coat.
So my number 5, I don't think anyone's gonna have. And for everyone in the chat, remember it's your favorite tight ends. We're not doing top tight ends or anything like that. So my number 5, I have to get at least one homer pick on there. It's gonna be Randy McMichael. I watched that guy just.
Oh my God, I forgot about him,
bro. And with terrible quarterbacks, go out and do some incredible things. I'll say that. Yeah, there were some times you can question his effort, but then again, look at the team that was around him. And when he went, I do believe when he went to San Diego at one point and linked up with Phillip Rivers, he had a nice, little run over there with them. Yep. But I loved watching Randy McMichael as a kid, being a Dolphin fan, and that's going to be my number 5 pick. And I'm sure no one's got him on their list as well.
Nobody.
I forgot all about him, but when you mentioned him, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember him. I liked him, too.
I remember him very, very athletic.
Super athletic. And, I mean, I don't want to say he was like the beginning of that prototypical tight end that we see now, but it was almost like the start of that, where that tight end started to become very athletic, not to just use him as blocking and put him out there and going to make big plays, and even sometimes lining him up as a wide receiver, because he was that athletic. So, it was like the beginning of before the tight end became like.
I would tend to disagree with you there. I do not think he's the beginning of it. And we'll get
no, not that he was the beginning of it, but he was part of the beginning of that whole tight end era. Because you have to remember, I mean, I think some of the names I'm going to mention later would definitely be more into that. But he was definitely in that early stage. He was
in the wave.
For sure, to where we see it now. Like, was he an influence on it? No. But I think he was part of that all right, we want to start looking for that more athletic type of tight end. He was in those early stages.
Cool. Agreed. All right, Big Remo, what you got?
My number 5 is always a Brown. So I'm gonna roll with Ozzie Newsome as my number 5 tight end.
Bro, I came this close. I was fighting with putting him on, dude. I should have put him on, man. I should have changed him with Witten, man. Excellent choice.
He was the prototypical tight end going forward until they started changing to the move H-back type. He was the prototypical big guy who could block, could get out. Shannon Sharp, that type of thing. It was in his mold. You know what I mean? Like that's what I remember growing up.
He's my number 4.
Yeah. Dude, he was a stud, bro. I should have put him on, dude. Yeah. I should have just put him on.
I didn't put him on the list because I knew at least 1 or 2 people would have him on the list.
Yeah. Dude, he's a stud, bro. What a stud.
I had to put him at 5 because I wanted to move him up higher, but I was like, there's some newer guys that I kind of like, that did a little bit more, a little more groundbreaking. I mean, he was just steady, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Dude, and what about as a GM, dude? Hall of Famer. He's a double Hall of Famer, dude.
Double Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm.
Amazing, yeah. Ozzie, dude. People don't remember him as a tight end. What a stud.
He was a stud, man.
Stud. All right, Steve, who's your number 5?
Well, when we go to 4, just skip me because that was my 4.
Okay.
My number 5 is Jimmy Giles.
Oh, shit. Jimmy Giles from Tampa, of course.
Does 90 know who Jimmy Giles is?
No.
I don't remember him.
No clue.
You don't remember Jimmy Giles?
Wait a second. None of you guys remember Jimmy Giles?
I don't.
Dude, he was for the Bucks in the 80s, bro. That guy was a horse. He was big.
All right. Do you want me to remind you when I was born in 1988? So yeah, I was there for that one.
I remember.
Steve, talk up Jimmy Giles, man. I used to love Jimmy Giles.
Hey, if he played anywhere but the Bucks, you would have known him. Put it that way, because he didn't have any quarterbacks, man. He had garbage, man. He had Spurrier and guys like that throwing.
He played with Doug Williams for a while. He did play with Doug Williams.
That's where he got noticed. He made the Pro Bowl, I think, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, that guy was a big pass catching tight end, dude. Yeah, he was kind of like a Keith Jackson type.
Right. Okay. Well, you don't let's not hate.
Okay, so
he was a Dave Casper type. Don't say that name.
He was more. I remember him as a Keith Jackson. All right, my number 4, and this might rub some people the wrong way, but dude, I'm gonna put Gronk because that guy's another freaking badass. One, I love his attitude. He's happy-go-lucky, a freaking party animal. He blocks like a mother, catches everything. He's very his speed is deceptive because he doesn't look like he runs fast, but he runs by everybody, at least back in the day.
Well, he's 6'5" in long strides.
Yeah, those long dude, that guy's a Neanderthal. He's a total Neanderthal, dude. But I'm going Gronk. I just couldn't leave him off. So my number 4 is Gronk.
Yeah, he's another one I had on the list, but I just couldn't quite put him on there.
It was tough. It was tough for me. It was tough. I wish I would have put Newsome. I honestly wish I would have put Newsome. All right, D, who's your number 4?
Going to the Ravens, Todd Heap.
Oof.
I really liked him he was a stud there for about 5-6 years.
Yep.
Really, really good. Again, slow as molasses, but just got in the right spot. Just move the chains, and he could put a block on some people, So yeah, Todd Heap.
Todd Heap, man. Was he on their Super Bowl team?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, Todd Heap was a stud for quite a few years.
Yeah. Okay. But a bunch of these guys you guys are mentioning are on my next list.
Exactly.
Well, we still have a college pick, right? Because
we got a college pick.
All right, I saved one guy for my college pick.
You have a college?
Yeah, we're gonna have one college pick.
All
right, Chad. Who's your number 4?
My number 4, and I guess you can say my 3 and 4 which almost are interchangeable, but I'm gonna go with this guy 4 just because I think number 3, I guess, had more longevity. But my number 4, I'm gonna go with Dallas Clark. I think he was someone that was very crucial to Peyton Manning and Indianapolis, and the Colts and what they did. And when I used the Colts in Madden back in the day, I used to always just love that little. It's pretty much just that flat route that tight end runs, and he's just money for it. Yep. So, and great hands, would also could block. A little bit of a smaller tight end, but still got the job done, man. And I really enjoyed watching him play. And, he didn't have a crazy long career, but the short career he had, he was pretty solid throughout it. He put up numbers throughout his entire career. So my fourth favorite is Dallas Clark.
Super fun to watch. I totally agree with that, man. Super
Yep.
fun to watch. That guy caught
Nicholas, another one.
Yeah.
Who? What was that, Dean?
I said he's another one that's on my next list.
Oh, okay.
That awesome was crazy. Mm-hmm. All right, Remo, who's your 4?
You already mentioned him, Keith Jackson.
Oh.
Another one on my next list.
I was like, easy. don't mow my lawn. I always liked watching him too. He was like a stocky guy. You know what I mean? He could still move. You know what I mean? But he was I don't know, man. To me, he was always not like. I mean, I never saw him like as a Gronk type. Mm-hmm. But he was like in a smaller package like that. He was reliable. You know what I mean?
Where did he go to college? Was it Oklahoma or Alabama?
Well, I want to say it was Alabama. I think it was Alabama.
I think it was Alabama. I'm going Alabama.
Yeah, I think it was Alabama. I have to double check that.
And he played for the Eagles, correct?
Yeah, I loved watching him with the Eagles.
Yeah, with the Reggie White teams.
Yeah, and then he went to Green Bay, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Didn't he play for the Dolphins? No, that was Keith Byers, right?
Yeah.
Did he play for the Dolphins?
Yeah, I believe so for a little bit.
Yeah, Byers was there for a little bit.
Because remember when Holmgren had Brett Favre, it was Keith Jackson and he had Chamura on the other side. He had the 2 tight ends, remember?
Chamura. Oh, wow. Yeah.
I would have put him on the list, but he did some questionable things, so I can't really.
Yeah, those things. We'll do another show on Chamura. We could do a whole other show on Chamura.
Yeah.
I grabbed the card of Todd Heap, and he was 6'5", 252.
A big boy.
Arizona State, right?
Yep, Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona.
Wow, nice. I would not have guessed that because I had no idea where he went.
Yeah, I remember. 6'5", 252. This was in 2003.
He was when I went to school with what do you call it? Pat Tillman.
Oh, it's autograph.
Tillman was
man, really, man.
Yeah, I knew Tillman went there.
Yeah, Tillman was he was the linebacker at a crosstown rival at other high school. So
you went to school with Tillman, or he?
We graduated the same year, but we were rival high schools.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow.
I guarantee you, all of us are going to have almost the same top 2.
I doubt it.
Nope. I'm going against that.
All right, so everybody's got 2 off the list.
Oh, it will for sure. I guarantee it. Because I have the same guys that he's saying are almost all this.
We'll see. There might be one, but
I know for sure one.
All right, so everybody's has 2 off the list, right?
I have.
Yep.
Yeah, I have 2 off. I lost that one when Remo picked when he picked Ozzy. That's my number 4.
Same 5 and 4. Yeah.
I'll do my number 3, and my number 3 is Todd Christensen.
I do it. Put him on there.
I couldn't pick him because of his announcing.
Dude, I loved his announcing, bro.
You're biased to his
You don't do football and you
bro.
just big words. Come on, use small words for football fans.
Dude, I am biased, dude. That guy was such a brain, bro, and he was so good. He held the reception record, the season reception record for a long time with 92 as a tight end, dude. And of course, that's been broken, multiple times since then. But dude, that guy, I freaking with the Los Angeles Raiders, I was a humongous Todd Christensen fan growing up. He would always tip the ball to himself and just make the catch, and he didn't block worth a lick, but dude, he could catch.
Yeah, hype too, man. I forget who it was. He was married to somebody in LA. I remember.
Dude, he's my
stars.
he's my number 3, dude. Ty Christensen. Love that guy coming up.
I mean, I had to have a dictionary when I was watching games he was announcing.
Dude, he was so cerebral, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Some words.
what does that word mean?
Yeah.
Did he call him that? Oh, that's a good thing. Never mind.
Hey, have y'all ever
Who's he
seen
talking
a
to?
Super Bowl call when the guy from Kansas City's like, "We got to matriculate the ball down the field"?
Exactly. That's Ty Christensen, dude, and gone too soon, man, because he passed away way too young.
Yeah.
Way too young.
Yeah, like cancer, huh?
I don't remember, man.
I'm not sure.
I don't remember, but I know he passed away super young. Super
He
young.
wasn't very old.
I remember Matuzak, he died of cancer.
Super young. And the other one, Alzado.
Yeah, Alzado.
He went quick. He went
Yeah.
fast. That dude went quick.
Yeah. All right, D, what you got?
I'm going with the Cowboys on this one and Jay Novacek.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna pick a Cowboys tight end, that's who you pick.
Yeah, I mean, I was like Novacek, Witten. I'm like
Yeah,
Novacek for me.
Both were good, man. But I remember Novacek. He was good.
Like,
Yeah.
he
Damn good, dude.
didn't anything, did he? I'm like, did he win the Super Bowl?
I guarantee you, the next pick 90 throws up is gonna be on my list. Almost 90%. Chance. 90,
Almost 90%. I see what you did there.
90.
All right, so my number 3 pick. I don't know if you got this guy, Steve. I'll be honest. I'm not sure.
Joe Rose.
No, my number 3 pick is going to be Greg Olson. That guy,
He was on my list too, man. I wanted to
Bro.
pick him. He's good, man. That
He just,
So
and,
good
then,
with Panthers.
and then just the longevity, and people don't. He's still in the league. He is still in the league.
But you like him over Shockey?
Well, you're gonna get me.
College,
You're gonna.
at least.
Shockey was way more dominant
I was just wondering.
in college. So I guess there's my college pick. It's out the bag now. Thanks, Remo.
He was
Uh,
in college. He was top.
Yeah. Yo, college. And I feel not that Shockey wasn't a big part of what the Saints did. I think Shockey was like one of the biggest parts of what the Canes did. You know, he was more of an impact on the Canes.
Represent.
I watched Shockey so many times, you know, in Canes games. That's why he's my college pick. Like he was so dominant. But Greg Olson for me in the NFL, his longevity and everything. You know what I mean? Like the guy has crazy work ethic and his IQ is crazy high, man.
Yep.
I think and that guy's going to be a coach one day. He will be I'm not sure if he'll be a head coach one day, but I see that guy somewhere on the sidelines, you know, offensive coordinator or tight ends coach at one point, you know.
Yeah, he was one of those guys. He went out there, he did his job. He didn't jump up and down, go crazy. He made people around him better.
And you know what's funny? He was even like that at UM too. Like, you know, he played his role because you know,
he was the even keel guy on games.
Yep.
Everybody else was wild. He was quiet.
Yeah.
As The Rock said, he shut his mouth and knew his role.
Right.
So that's my number 3 pick. I'm not sure. I mean, you guys might have the last 2 that I have on your list. I don't know, but you have to remember, Steve. I'm younger than you guys, so like, yeah, the tight ends I was exposed to were completely different. So.
Hey, they shouldn't expose you.
Both of these guys I'm talking about, I know you see.
Who you got, Big Remo? Who's your number 3?
So now this guy didn't have the pleasure of actually watching him play, but my dad used to always talk about him, so I would look up his stuff once, you know, I was able to watch it on YouTube and stuff like that.
Hold on, let me guess. Mackey.
No.
Dicka.
Casper.
Oh.
Used to run like a deer.
Who is it? Dave Casper?
Yeah.
He was good, man. I remember seeing him.
Dave Casper, bro. He's my number 2. He's my number 2.
I knew he was your number. He was. If you have Todd Christensen, I know for a fact he's on your list.
You could have had all 5 because you could have rolled all the 5 tight ends from the Raiders.
I'm starting to think he did.
Hey, and Waller's good as hell right now.
Yeah, no, dude. This guy was fire, bro.
Even when he was on the Chargers, though, he was. Yeah.
Damn, that little blip, whatever just happened,
Dude,
ruined my sound.
Dude, he was fire. He's got
My bad. It's
the goes to the post.
Yeah.
against the Colts, dude. That over the head catch,
Exactly.
Yep.
And nobody had my number 3. I survived one.
dude. He was the best. He was the best QB. I mean, he was the best tight end in the 70s. He was the
Yeah,
70s
but-
tight end. That's who he was. He was the 70s tight end.
Right?
And
Huh?
it's crazy
With
because
Casper 80.
they always show Winslow. You know what I mean? They always show him as being like the tight end of the 70s, but Casper was way better than.
Yeah, Winslow was more like the late 70s, early 80s. So for me, Casper was the 70s. I will probably put Winslow as the 80s myself. All right, Steve, who you got left?
Off topic for 1 second. Hialeah, who's the damn guy on the Raiders that wore all that? He blocked all those damn extra points.
Charles Woodson?
No, it's a white dude, big, goofy.
Okay, hey, that guy.
Is good as
You're
hell.
already ruining my linebackers list. Okay.
Oh, we're not even there yet.
Yeah, bro. We're not, yeah, come on, Steve. We're short of time, bro.
Okay, sorry, God.
Come on, Stone Cold.
Hey,
Don't
that's-
ruin it, because that guy's not just my favorite. He's my favorite all-time player.
Dude, that dude, hey man, I was not a Raiders fan, but that dude would make plays just when you least expect it.
That's coming for our linebackers show. So
I
let's
can see how he looks, but I can't get his name.
You guys already know my number one linebacker. Okay, we'll just leave it at that.
It's tall white dude.
His name is Ted, his name is Ted Hendricks, and nobody picks him for the linebacker because
I
he's my
know what
linebacker.
you're gonna say it. Hey, you remember Madden would do the thing? I mean, Berman, Bip, don't he fucking block kicks, man.
His
All right,
nickname,
number 3,
his nickname was the Mad Stork. That was his nickname.
Thor, yes.
All right, okay, let's get back to the tight ends. Steve,
Number
who picked your 3? Did anybody pick your 3?
No.
No,
who
my-
is it?
He's good.
I did my 3. That was Casper.
Yeah, who is it?
He was
Steve?
on his third.
Vernon Davis from the 49ers. That dude was freaking good,
That
man.
guy was money. I did love watching Vernon.
Always
Davis.
open,
I did
and
love
he would outmuscle anybody for the ball, man, in a key situation.
That guy was a physical specimen.
He
When
was
he come out of Maryland, I was like, that guy was chiseled out of granite.
yeah,
Yeah.
good man.
Yes, definitely.
I'm never gonna get to my number 1 and 2 picks because I know better. No,
I think I got a good chance.
over here. He owns a Jamba Juice over here by the house.
Really?
Yeah. This is the only one that says Vernon Davis is Jamba Juice. No, everywhere else it's just Jamba Juice, Jamba Juice. Here it says Vernon Davis, Jamba Juice.
Jamba Juice? That guy was a stud, dude.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
Super stud. All right, D. I only got my number 1 left. Who do you got left?
Number 2, I'm going with Antonio Gates.
well, there goes my number 2.
Oh, really? Honestly, at this point, I didn't think anybody was going to have him. I just loved watching him play. A basketball player turned into a football player, and he was so good.
He's so good, man.
Yep.
He caught everything. He was open. He got so many yards. I mean,
He came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And when he was in the end zone, he would play it like a power forward and
Yeah,
box
he would
somebody
spread
out
out.
and get the catch.
yeah, and you couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
love
should've
watching him
Gates
play.
on my list, man. I forgot all about Gates, man. What the hell?
Gosh, man, you're just
Yeah.
looking at Raiders the whole time.
Yes.
All right, so where are we at? Number 2?
Yeah.
Number 2.
Where you at? Highly hate, bro.
I only got my number 1 left.
Oh, okay.
And mine's the same as highly as I almost get.
All right.
I'm sure my number 1 is the same as everybody else's.
All right. Well, I don't
Not the same
know.
as mine, I will tell you
All
that.
So D, you want to go? Who's your number 2?
No,
I
he
did, Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates.
Oh, that was my number 2. Sorry, it stepped away for a second. I had to take care
That's
of
your
that.
number 2 too. See,
Yeah, it's my number
Dad,
2.
I was right. Sometimes 90 is the same as Steve's.
Well, all right, yeah, that's my number 2, hands down.
Who's
That
your
guy was a beast. Antonio Gates.
Okay,
He was a
cool.
beast. The
Yeah.
guy just caught everything. Always open, and then if he wasn't open, you can give him the ball and he'll come down with it.
Yep.
Yeah, just throw it to him anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, he was a football. I mean, a center or power forward turned into a tight
Yeah.
end. Gosh, he was so good.
And then that's what they did with Jimmy Graham after that.
Yep.
So
Okay, Remo. Who do you got at number 2?
Shannon Sharp.
Good pick.
Shannon
Yep.
Sharp. More so for what he did in Denver. You know what I mean? Because I used to see him because all the Raider games, I'd always see the Denver games. So, but when he got to Baltimore, that was kind of like his final hooray. But when he was in Denver, that guy was a beast, man. John Elway he was his saving grace, man. Him and Rod Smith. If it wasn't for those two guys, there's no Super Bowl.
Rod Smith. Hey, real quick, Biggie. Dwight Clark was on D's list. Okay, so
I was about to type that into the chat for him.
he worth mentioning, so don't worry. We got Dwight Clark.
Shannon Sharp, one of the big things about him is his mouth is huge. He's got a huge mouth, but he was so good. I remember one play. He went on an out route and he went to catch the ball. He missed the ball, but his arm got caught, and the defensive guy just got a little shank there and broke his arm.
Oh yeah,
He just got up, walked off the field. He didn't just lay there for 10 minutes. He just walked off the field, and I think that was the end of his season.
Yeah,
but I was like, everybody, I know I'd be crying like a baby if somebody did that to me. He was just like, football.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but gosh, so talented. Him and his brother both really. So
I love this brother. I hate Shannon Sharp, dude. I couldn't stand him being a Raider fan. I hated him. I hated when he went to Baltimore, and that year they went to the Super Bowl. He's the reason they beat the Raiders. Had an amazing team that year, and because of him, he got like a 90-something yard pass over the middle, untouched.
That game
they won the game like 13-10 just because of him.
I have to say that's probably one of the top 5 football games I've ever seen. That was the one where
Saragusa
fell on top of
Gannon.
Yeah. And I hated him for that. And I wasn't even a Raider fan.
Saragusa.
Bro, that broke my heart when he slammed Gannon, dude.
Yeah. He didn't just slam him, bro. He belly flopped on top of that.
He destroyed him, dude.
And he weighed like 393 pounds.
Yeah, Saragusa, not a small human.
Hey, all force on top of him, just like boom. As soon as it happened, he was just like,
Hialeah had him funk.
Yeah, I had him funk. And okay, we're talking sports. This is sort of now this is turning into a comic book sports channel. And this is what I always remember. This is when I see this guy, I always think of Shannon Sharp.
Hell yeah, when he put that horse mask on.
This guy.
And they said he looked like a horse, and he put on the horse mask, and he was just like,
yo, I got to get riding. So I'm going to give you my number one.
Go for it.
I give you my college pick.
Here goes my number one, too. I already gone,
I
Gary.
mean, it might be everybody's number one. Who knows? But it's going to be Tony Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, I do it 90.
I mean,
Not mine.
He's a cow guy.
He changed everything, right? He changed everything. So definitely,
he was the first basketball player turned tight.
Yeah, he would dunk it. He would dunk all the time on the after it's scoring.
Murray, that was their big three.
Yeah,
Lamar Murray and Tony Gonzalez, and he was gonna go to the NBA, and at the last minute somebody talked him into just playing football.
Yep.
He went ahead and played football.
He's a good announcer too, man.
Oh no, he's great. And I mean, to be honest, I really, of course, I love watching him, and he, really changed the position. But I was torn between him and Antonio Gates. But then I really thought about like the impact that he had, the longevity that he had. He even I guess if I had a Mount Rushmore, he'd probably be my number one. But this is our favorites for everyone that just joining in the chat. See if you were talking about it. But Tony Gonzalez, number one, Antonio Gates, number 2, Greg Olsen, number 3, 4, Dallas Clark, and 5, Randy McMichael for your boy 90. And as Remo pulled it out on me earlier, Shockey would be my college pick. So
Shockey's mine too.
Yeah,
he was going to be mine.
Shockey was Miami. That's when I think of Miami. Shockey comes to my mind because but if you think about Shockey as well, because he comes to your mind.
there was a receiving core around him that was incredible as well. So the fact that he's the one that comes to your mind,
and Shockey would be right in the middle of them, But he was he made a bunch of catches, man.
Don't discredit for what he did in New York because he made.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
dude.
sure. No, for sure.
That was late.
Yeah, no, I
he
mean,
was amazing in New York. He was
Everybody's number one is out right now, or has Remo got one?
I still got my number one.
I still
all
got
right,
one.
I'm out. I'll see y'all next week. Johnson & Johnson is 90. See y'all later.
See you later, Andy. See you later, Chad.
Or Tua.
All right. So, Tua is 90.
My favorite tight end is Tua. He can play that too.
I literally was going to say that's my number 5 guy, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to let it go.
hey, I was gonna say on my
no, Simeon.
That was
my
rough,
preview-
Timmy. I couldn't go with that one either.
highly. I was gonna say yes. He's already getting talked about for the Hall of Fame. Tua Tagovailoa.
Hey D, your phone's not ringing, right?
Yeah, no, it's nothing.
The line I didn't use for 90 was, with that being said, Tua is the best. Okay, so you guys both had Tony Gonzalez?
I did.
Yeah, I did too.
All right, so I'll go my number one. Yes, I'm a homer. I hate Tony Gonzalez. He was a Chief. I hated Shannon Sharp but there is one guy that played for the opposition that to me is the beginning of the hybrid.
Okay, I think I know who you're gonna say.
Get him, Steve.
Kellen Winslow.
He do it. I knew it was somewhere.
I wanted to put him on there, but I knew you would because I knew you seen him so much. Man, they were good, man. Damn, that was a good team.
Dude, that guy, I hated him, but I loved him at the same time. Dude.
Yep.
Hey,
He
90 left too early because remember the Dolphin in the Charger game was like the greatest game ever played.
Hey,
And his son played for the U.
for the U.
Yeah.
Dude. But that game you're talking about is probably right up there with top 3 games I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that game right there had it all, man. They were exhausted. They gave everything. That was a hell of a game, man.
I'm sorry?
How many catches did he have in that game?
I don't remember, man. I don't remember.
It was high.
It was up there. It was like at 10 or 12, like 10 to 12 catches.
I think it was higher than that. Don't you
I
read?
think it was a lot more because I remember my dad always telling me about how he played in that game and how they had to carry him.
He had Fouts throwing to him, right? That's when Fouts.
That's when they had Fouts. They had Chuck Muncie. They had Jefferson from Nashville.
They had Joyner.
Yeah, they had Joyner. That
They
guy
had a
was
good team, man.
Dude, that guy was a monster, bro. His acrobatic catches.
Yeah.
He wasn't the greatest blocker, but honestly, that's the guy I most enjoyed watching play, hands down. One of the top anybody against any position. I loved watching that guy play, man, because he was something else, dude. Something else. All right, D, you're ending the list. Who's your number one?
Well, here's the thing. I knew so many of these guys were going to be mentioned, so I was like, you know what? I got to go with the UVA. Go Who's. I had to pick Heath Miller from Pittsburgh. I loved watching him play because he was a Cavalier, but not only that, he was a great pro player.
He was good.
I mean, he's not Tony Gonzalez. Very few people will ever be a Tony Gonzalez, but this man was so solid. If it was thrown his way, it's like he had glue. Those things just stick to his hands. He could block. He could lay some people down if he needed to, and just high IQ guy.
Who was quarterbacking when he was there?
That was I know O'Donnell was there for a while, but I don't think Stewart ever played for him. I don't think he ever played too much quarterback with him.
He played with Roethlisberger.
Yeah, I mean early Roethlisberger. Yeah.
You know what? I always saw him and Witten as the same type of player.
Very similar. Yeah.
Very similar. Very similar.
Love watching
Hey,
him.
if I had a pick of today's tight ends, playing right now, man, I would take Kittle from San Francisco. That dude's a beast, man.
I would take Kelsey.
I'll take Kelsey too, man. Kittle's just too reckless abandon, dude. He's always.
I love that guy, man. He's crazy.
Oh, but you got to play smart, man.
He
He's
wants to hurt the other guy and make 2 or 3 guys take him down. That's why he's probably hurt.
Yeah, but like
I
they
would
said,
take Kelsey.
yeah, I take Kelsey too. Kittle is like he got the money and he's still trying to prove himself, and he don't have to prove himself. It's like you've already don't be stupid, but don't do the stuff that he does. Like he broke his leg and he's like trying to come back. It's like no, we paid you $60-something million, dude. Go get healthy.
Yeah,
The coach has to protect him too, because he's like, oh yeah, he's a tough guy. He'll probably be back faster. No, don't encourage that.
That's just short as his career, man. That's just short as his career.
Yeah, he's just thinking win and don't get fired. It's like, nah, man, this dude broke his leg twice already in the last 2 years. Come on.
And if he's not on the field, he's not helping anybody. So
And the fact, hey man, come on, cut me some slack. This guy's hurt. If Lynch can't do it without that, then he needs to get better personnel.
That's an NFL mindset right there.
Yeah.
Just put some mud on it and let us keep playing.
Hell no, not
that's 1970s mindset, not now.
Yeah, have some dirt on it. We're still good to go.
Hialeah, have you seen the podcast? You've only got 3 days before
Not
that.
yet, but I'll be ready for Thursday.
Okay.
I'll watch it. I got time.
I'm going to remind you tomorrow. I know you're going to screw around.
Well, I'm going to watch it. I'll watch it. I still have not watched it. Okay, guys, I guess that's the end of the show. What we're talking about, and we'll talk about it right now. D, what you got going on your channel?
What about our college players?
Oh, our college players. My bad.
Come on, man.
Okay, mine's is Shockey, so that one's already done.
Mine was Shockey.
He was a badass. I love Shockey.
Mine was definitely not Shockey.
I couldn't think of too many tight ends.
If I had to pick one, he would be on there because if I had to pick a guy on my team, he would take the guy I'm going to put up here off him easily. So, but I picked Ben Hartsock. He played for Indianapolis a little bit, but he was great for the Buckeyes, man. He made, clutch catches. So that's who I put on there because I got to do my homer pick.
Dude, we're a bunch of homers, dude. We're just a bunch of
Except for Remo, but he does. Remo does Detroit. He does the Browns.
No, but I did Tony Gonzalez because he went to Cal. He's Berkeley.
Okay.
At least, I went Winslow, dude. That's the arch enemy of the Raiders. Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised, but I knew when you talked about he ushered in the more receiver type to me.
Like that's
the guy that. Man, you had to fear this guy. He
was the original one because he would go downfield, man.
Yeah, he would go 20 yards downfield, and that turned everything.
Yeah.
All right, my college pick is a guy to me that changed a lot of things. He went from Auburn to the Chicago White Sox. I'm going with the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas.
Oh, shit.
Hey, think about how good he could have been, D.
I know, right?
Huge.
Hey, he got drafted by the Raiders, didn't he?
I know he got drafted, but I don't
I
remember.
don't remember that. I don't know that.
I know he was a monster of a human being.
Hey,
he could have played football. He could have played baseball. And
but he could hit a baseball at that size. What could he done in football, man?
Yeah. I mean, he had such a smooth, easy swing, and the ball would go 450.
Frank Thomas.
You know what? For his size, he picked probably right because, man, right now he's healthy and doing baseball games.
Yep.
He was in the World Series, announcing the game. No injuries like that,
Yep.
Hey, real quick, I'm going to throw out an honorable mention tight end. All right? See if you guys agree with me.
We all get to throw one out.
No. You'll see what
Get one by yourself.
Wait. It's an honorable mention, but let me say it, and then you'll see what I'm going at. My honorable mention tight end is LeBron James. Can you imagine if that guy ever would have played tight end?
I mean, he's going to the Browns for a couple years.
After some of the fouls where they nicked him and he was on the ground crying.
No. Dude, that guy would have been the greatest tight end ever if he would have played football, dude. What a beast that guy would have been.
If I had the mute button, I would mute you for that pick. And OD, your turn to throw it out there.
Dude, he's from Ohio. He's from Ohio, bro.
I know he was. He was going to play for the Buckeyes.
Yeah.
I get it, but he didn't. He screwed us and went right to the NBA, that bastard.
He was gonna play football and basketball at Ohio State.
Oh, man, can you imagine?
He would only get it
Imagine
for 1
him.
year though.
Because you know who he would have played with? What's his
Was he
name?
with Claret?
Yeah, because Claret was his friend. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
I was thinking him and Claret would have been on the same teams, I believe.
Or what's his name was the quarterback at that time?
No, I was talking about on basketball. I'm talking about the kid that played for Memphis.
Yeah, no, it was Odin.
Odin, yeah,
Yeah.
Odin
He
and,
was there
and
with
the lefty that's a guard. He's still playing. He got the big contract. Conley.
Yeah, Mike Conley Jr.
Oh,
Yeah.
Colin's still playing? I
you
didn't
ever see
realize.
his dad
Wow.
triple jump Remo?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, his dad was amazing. Have you ever seen him dunk? They used
No,
to
I
do the
haven't.
celebrity dunk contest.
No.
His dad, hey man, his dad was maybe 5'10".
Yeah.
He could freaking dunk like you wouldn't believe, man. He was just a little guy.
I think
Biggie Shaq says he's a wimp.
Who?
LeBron.
He might be a wimp now, dude. But if that guy would have gone to football, dude, a tight end, unstoppable.
Yeah, one thing I hate about players, basketball players, like they'll do something and they'll flex. They got nothing to flex. LeBron, when he flexes,
he's swole.
that's muscle. That is a man muscle right there.
Yeah, like in this series when he went, he could have they could have won in 4
Yeah.
if he wanted just to go to the rim I think they wanted to get more games in.
Yeah,
on
they're
the
trying to
series.
figure that out because there's no way that it should have won as long as it went.
No, because they couldn't guard him. No one could guard him inside. They had absolutely zero
But-
guarding him. No
they're
one.
supposed to start in like a month?
Yeah,
Yeah, December, yeah.
start too.
December, I think.
Yeah.
Crazy. And they're like, no. They're like, no, we don't want
Do
to.
y'all know who won the Stanley Cup?
That team on ice.
The Tampa Bay Lightning.
The
That don't sound right.
Lightning
no,
is 90. The Lightning is 90.
90.
Hey, but they
Tua is playing hockey too.
He's ready for it.
Oh man! Hey, my honorable mention for tight end. I was going to throw out there was Mark Bravaro. That dude was
Yes.
good as
Yeah.
hell, man.
Yes, that's what
He
when
was-
you guys
he
are
was-
talking about big guys. That's who I.
Yeah, big guy and
Just
meant a
man.
lot to the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, he meant so much to Phil Sims. Yeah,
Dude, he was.
Yeah,
huge.
he man. I mean, he got open and he caught what you threw to him.
You know what? Bavaro
Yeah.
was the early Gronk,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. A big lumbering kind of guy.
Yeah.
Guys you don't want to tackle, especially at the end of the game, Remo. I see those guys like, man, F this.
No, like
I'm
Henry
just
when
gonna
they saw
jump
Henry
at him.
coming, oh hell no! I'm tired, man. I'm not hitting you.
They're freaking Neanderthals, dude. That's what they are. They're freaking Neanderthals, dude.
2 minutes to go, and it's like 2 in the afternoon. I've been banging on this dude all day. I'm done, man.
oh my goodness.
Got one more hit, man. You better not hand that ball off.
Hey, one more on your list, D, that you thought about throwing on. You said
I mean, y'all have already mentioned all of them.
you got them all, yeah? Because
Yeah.
we went deep in the tight ends, man.
Yeah.
I think of somebody. Honestly, I can't think of anybody else.
Hey, real quick, my friend Randy.
Wait, Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham. There you go.
Jimmy Graham, but Iron Mike Ditka, dude.
Iron Mike, yeah,
Yeah.
Never saw him play. Another one is John Mackey. Never saw him play, but those guys were monsters.
This guy.
Yeah, that's why I thought Remo was gonna when he said he
Yeah.
had to go watch him. Then he went super old school.
No, my dad used to like all the graceful players.
Then I guess he like what's the guy from San Diego, Bambi? The receiver.
Dude, I almost had him on my receivers list. Lance Allworth.
Lance Allworth.
Yeah.
He ran with great, kind of like Dickerson. Dickerson
Exactly.
was a pretty
my
player.
Dad loved that Lance Allworth. My dad loved
Dude, who ran nicer than him, bro?
Yeah.
He didn't even ran. He didn't even run. It looked like he floated down the freaking
Bambi. He was like a deer.
Bambi, bro.
With that
Bambi,
He ran
right?
when I can never remember. I can't remember.
Bambi.
The
Dude,
best player,
you know
my
what's
favorite
crazy?
player running though, still man, Deion Sanders ran jogged, and these guys are running all out, and he's just,
Dude, his jersey is the most expensive jersey to buy.
is it?
Yeah, it's
Lance
like
Allworth?
his throwback jersey, like is like $1,000, man.
For Lance Allworth?
Yeah, because it's the old powder blue.
It's the powder blue. It's the powder.
Yeah, hey, those were my
Those are
favorite. I
Those
love
are
those.
beautiful jerseys.
Yeah.
Just beautiful.
Dude,
$1,000, man.
probably the pretty, that's probably the most beautiful uniform. Those Chargers, man.
I
Mhm.
only seen one person win, and it was Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And that shit looked like a dress on him.
Hey, dog used to take
I mean,
me
come on.
everywhere
His
with
waist is as big as my arm. Come on.
It was like, oh, man.
But Lance Allworth wasn't a big guy either, dude. He was a little. Dude.
No, but
That guy
those
was-
jerseys are long, so they would tuck them in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like they're like form fitted. Back then,
Yeah.
you know, big sheet or whatever. You know what I mean? And they would stuff it into their.
If I could have any jersey, though, out of all of them in the world, I would have one person, and that would be Earl Campbell. He was my. I love that dude, man. My brother's a big Steeler fan, so when Earl would run a few of them over, I would talk so much trash to him. I'm like, oh my God, he's got a cleat print in his chest.
Right. My friend is from Houston. He has Earl Campbell signed jersey in his game room.
Yeah, man, you talking about the guy you
get that? He was like,
game.
he said I was like, how did you get that? He was like, oh man, I was eating barbecue at this place one time, and he made an appearance, and he was like, and yeah, I just had him. I took it there and had him sign it. I was like, man, did you get barbecue on the jersey?
Hey,
Barbecue
I would have
sauce?
stopped right there. That jersey would have went to my car, locked it, and tucked it away in the
Put
trunk,
that thing
probably.
away, boy.
Get
Like,
it.
oh man,
Man.
I'd have had him put a thumbprint on there, man. Go up.
He got a DNA on there.
D, if you could have one jersey, who would it be?
I'm a Lions fan, but I want to say Barry, but I think if I had one, it would be Walter Payton.
One of the two, yeah.
Yeah,
Mine would be-
I love Walter.
Mine would be Walter too, bro. Mine would be Walter too. That's the one jersey I would love.
Those were nice jerseys too, man.
Right. I would like to have a Dickerson Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
I thought those jerseys were great back in the day, and he looked so smooth running too.
Yeah. They bought him back now, but it's like,
D, would you want one of the white Bears jerseys, or the brown or the
I want
black?
the brown.
I want the white. I would like the white.
Remo, what would you like?
now I probably like the I probably want the Barry, the 20, but I also liked his Oklahoma State jersey from the
That
Holiday
orange?
Bowl. Yeah, I like that jersey. I always like that one.
Best thing about that guy is he never. I mean, he was so humble, man. He knew he was good, but he didn't think about it like that. He was just like, it was a job. Let me get the job done, and that's how he went about it.
His
Every
shoulder
game,
pads were so
hand
big.
the ball to the official at the end.
Bro, do you remember Barry in
He
college?
didn't do no dancing or something here.
Do you guys remember Barry in college, bro?
Yeah.
He came behind Thurman Thomas.
Hey, wasn't he-
Behind Thurman Thomas.
He was like
Hey
the-
man, you want to know who my worst hated player college is?
Who?
USC was always battling my Buckeyes. Was Sam Bam Cunningham? That son of a bitch scored every time we played him. He would kill us. I hated that guy. I wanted him to graduate. I wanted him to leave early.
just get it.
He's just that guy, man.
And he had a great career with the Patriots, bro. He had a great career with the Patriots.
Who Cunningham did?
Cunningham, Sam Bam Cunningham, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
my most hated college player was Ronald Curry. He was supposed to go to UVA. He was the number one player, I believe, for basketball and football.
Yeah.
And he went to, and
I think
he
it was
ended
baseball
up going to
too.
North Carolina.
I want to say it was baseball too, right? He was like the
I know he was
best
really
player.
good in baseball too.
Yeah, he was like the best player in Virginia, and he went to North Carolina, and it served him right because when he went there, he stunk up the joint.
Yep, yep,
Served him right.
he did.
Stunk up
Did he?
the joint.
Rainbow, who's your most hated college player?
Hating is wrong. I love them all.
Not hating, just
This
this
guy.
guy,
Who did
this guy killed your
I
team.
just threw someone under the bus.
Yeah.
Who did you dislike, Remo? Who did you dislike very much?
Up until like maybe like 2 years ago, I'd have to say the whole Notre Dame.
Wow.
Notre Dame.
They played a good game this weekend. I watched that. Was a good game, man.
Yeah.
And ever since my neighbor's been there, I'm kind of like I watch their games, man.
You guys think about that quarterback from Clemson. You think he's going to be a number one pick and a really great quarterback in the NFL?
Man, he's almost like too good to be true, man. Like he's good, man. That guy's really good. I don't think he should come out though. If he goes to the Jets, I think he should pull a Eli Manning and say, "You guys got to trade me, or else I'm going back to school." Because he's gonna go to New York, and he's gonna get wasted.
Yeah, because one of my friends here, and he was part owner of a comic shop, but he's a coach at the high school, and he's a big Buckeye fan, and he says, "Man, they're gonna kill Joe Burrow in Cincinnati."
Yeah,
He said their offensive line's so bad.
They are going to kill him. He's
They got-
not gonna
Don't worry me about him.
Hey, I watched a little clip on, a little montage on funny Joe Burrow moments. Do you guys remember when he got licked in like the third game? I mean, he got just clobbered. He was looking this way, they just demolished him.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
the referee,
Hey, I haven't said who I hate in college the most, and Steve, you're gonna help me with his name. You're gonna help me with his name because you know he's a fucking Buckeye.
oh my god.
My most hated play, my most hated player, my most hated referee, everything boils down to that 2002 championship game. Who was the receiver that got that freaking pass interference call?
Gamble.
Hate that guy.
Gamble. He was a two-way player, highly, because we had such terrible defensive backs.
I hated that guy, dude. I hate that guy. I hate that guy.
Chris Gamble.
Wait a second. D. I'll dislike him very much forever. I'll dislike him very, 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 very much forever.
Hey, but you know what, Hialeah? If you met him, he's just an awesome dude too. It's like me. Like I hated Kobe, right? I hate Kobe. He's an asshole. But then I saw a show on him and saw some of the talk shows with him. I said, God damn, this I got to change my opinion, man. This guy's a good guy. I made a wrong judgment here.
Anyone from Virginia Tech, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
So Michael Vick's high up.
Yeah, you were hating.
He's right there.
You were hating.
Bruce Smith, he's right up there.
Oh, dude. Next
Marcus
week,
Vick,
right?
he's right up there.
Wait a second. Next week, we're doing all-time favorite defensive lines, right?
Yeah.
We're starting on the defense.
Yeah, don't be mentioning none of the stuff you just said right there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be like, I like all the Hokies.
So everybody in line is on the D line, right?
What happened?
Like everybody in D line, defensive tackles, ends.
Okay, yeah. I guess. Okay, we've been doing 5, so we'll do 2 defensive ends, 2 defensive tackles, and then the third of the fifth will be your choice.
But
You nose guard. Mm-hmm.
You could either have a nose guard, you could have another, you could have 3 defensive ends, or you could have 3 defensive tackles, whatever you want. We're gonna stick with 5.
Hey man, I could do mine right now, almost right now, because the guys I like.
I know mine already as well.
yeah, save 'em. Save 'em.
This one's gonna be easy. Next week's gonna be easy, and they're gonna be favorites. So this one was like my 4 and my number 5 was super interchangeable, and I wish I would have listening to your guys' list. I wish I would have gone a different way with my 4 and 5. My top 3 are solid, but the other 2.
Yeah, I knew when 90 and Remo had mentioned Gonzalez and Antonio Gates. I know that they're out there on the coast too. Gates,
Yeah.
he was pretty good, man.
All right,
June 13th just got here and he wants us to start over.
I know, dude. I saw that. I'm sorry, Louis. You have to catch the replay. What you got going on your channel? I know you've been doing a lot of the cards. I saw you opening up the packs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched the pack break.
I got some more packs to do. Next week, probably do this one here. 1990 Topps, looking for the Frank Thomas no name rookie card, which odds are it won't be in there because it's extremely rare. And then tomorrow I'll be putting out my weekend haul because I actually got some stuff this weekend.
Nice.
So that's all I got.
Nice.
Reba, you got anything going on?
No.
Hanging with us, right?
But everybody who invites me on, you know what I mean? Until I start banging out.
Yeah, man, you can always jump on with us and Sean on Saturdays.
Yeah, Sean on Saturdays.
You know.
On Sunday.
Hey, did he do the other one about the he was doing another music one
this week? I think it's Friday.
This Friday he's doing music one.
I'm not sure if it's him and is it him and Al?
Dusty?
Yeah, I think it's either him and Al or somebody else. Might be Funk.
Oh, cool.
I'm not sure, but I know it's about Funk, so I'm not sure if it's oh no, it's Pope. I think it's him and Pope.
Pope Service?
Yeah, I think him and Pope are gonna do it.
Oh
Nice.
shit! I gotta tune in for that. I gotta.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think don't quote me on that though.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm over here.
Steve, what you got going on? Steve, wait a second.
Thursday we're gonna be doing the conspiracy thing. It's awesome, man.
Yep, I forgot about that Thursday.
Steve,
At
how
8
many,
o'clock.
8
how
o'clock.
many subscribers are you up to?
I don't know, man. I don't really keep track of that stuff, man.
Steve's gonna get to 1,000.
I got 200. I think I got 200 and something.
Okay.
Come on, let's get into 300. Come on, 300 by Thursday.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, y'all trying to make me make a video.
I think I got
I
like
do
40
get my
more.
computer back, man, and I think I'm gonna get my stuff hooked up to where I ain't gotta use this phone and see how my connection is.
Yeah, you need to make that happen. You need to make that happen.
Yeah, because I can't see the chat, and I could go in the chat,
Cool.
and I could talk noise to y'all from the chat.
Yeah.
Are we doing that show on your channel? You didn't plug it.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Thursday at 8 o'clock. Yes.
Thursday at 8 o'clock.
What is it? What is it?
Conspiracies. This week I know we're doing Bermuda Triangle, ghosts, and maybe something else that'll pop up.
Awesome, dude.
Steve Hialeah and the Great Legend will be on.
And that was a blast last time. A real eye
Tune
opener.
into that one.
Dude, it was really good doing that show.
Yeah,
man.
It was fun.
That show was a blast.
One other conspiracy. Hialeah, I have to ask you this. I know maybe we should have done it afterwards, but I got
I feel
it.
like I'm the skeptic in every.
How can you say Say is an overrated song by Paul McCartney and
Bro.
Michael Jackson?
That song is trash, bro.
That song is awesome.
That song is trash.
I was
Apologize. My wife has not let me live it down. I passed
What?
out. I passed out during the show.
She said it. She said it in the chat.
Hey, she was like, 1986 lost by 1 point because of you.
She put the blame on you.
It's all your fault. I'm like,
oh, that is awesome.
Hey, those were some good. Those were some good battles, man. They went down to the wire, man.
Bro, guys,
That's always great.
guys, everybody that's watching, we're talking about the Start Me Up show where we on Conquistador Hobbies channel where we pit 2 years to top 10s and we just battle it out.
Yeah.
That was an amazing show. Yes,
That was
and
great.
your wife put it out that you have passed out. We know, you know you work early.
dude, I was going, and I remember doing the last one, and I was like half sleeping. I'm like, wait a minute. And then my wife's like, I went to sleep, and she was like, we lost because of you. She's like, if you would have voted, we would have, because I guess she won in 1986 or something. Because it was 84 and 86, right?
Right.
She won in 86. She was on Footloose. She was like, you wouldn't have voted for Footloose, and then Footloose won over at Patti LaBelle. And
Yeah, I voted Patti LaBelle. Where were you, man?
I voted Footloose because all the girls back in high school would run out to the dance floor.
That's trash too, bro. That's trash.
Hey, I'm not saying it holds up.
Yeah, but not over that song. I wouldn't have voted it. But I love Footloose song.
Hey,
but I wouldn't have picked it over to Patti LaBelle and Michael McDonald.
hell no, dude. Hell no. I know Michael McDonald. You're not gonna pick it over to Michael McDonald.
And hell, not Kenny Loggins. I don't care, man. I love Kenny Loggins, but not in that situation.
Not that song. Not that song.
Not that one. A lot of other good ones.
Yeah,
Man.
not that one, man.
Hey, okay, we're all here. That show is not this week. It's next Thursday at 9 on Conquistadorks. And it's my pick. So I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. It's gonna be
Hey, listen.
Disco Night.
Oh,
We're going to the 70s.
yeah.
It's gonna be Disco Night, baby. You know it. It's gonna be Disco Night on my pick. So just get ready, guys.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's some BGs on there. Please let there be some BGs.
Bro,
See some Reed Award with some Ring My Bell, believe it.
I already got my ears. I'll say it next week on our show, on this show next week.
Is it decades or is it going to be like how you did last time, like a 2-year span?
It's the same. It's 2 years. I already got 2 years, but it's going to be disco night. And 1 year is going to be super disco night. The other one, not so much, but it's going to be interesting. So
Disco duck.
It's going to be the disco duck. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for being here. Everybody in the chat, everybody on replay, thank you so much for tuning in. We're just talking sports, stuff that we like, our top all-time favorite tight ends. Next week, we're doing all-time favorite defensive line and moving on forward from there. So, man, thank you so much for tuning in. Steve, Remo, D90, thank you so much. Peace out. And, dude, take care, everybody, man. Thank you so much.
There you go.